With Bruce Boudreau, 41 games in the midway point of the season, the exact midway point for the Leafs. They were supposed to be comfortably in a playoff spot, but they're dead last in the Atlantic and 3 points out right now. Now their schedule gets tougher. 10 of the next 14 this month are against the Western Conference. Bruce, are you buying this Leafs recent turnaround, or could this next stretch decide their season?
Well, I'm buying the turnaround in the fact that when I'm watching them, and I watch them every night, is that they're playing with a lot more energy, a lot more passion on their face. Whether they win or lose, I think they're playing now. They know their sense of urgency is right now. As for the next 10 or the next 14 games, okay, against the West, it's hit or miss. You can play a great Western team or a team that you're supposed to beat. And I mean, if you look at the Atlantic, they have no teams under 500. If you look at the West, they've got 5 teams under 500. So I think it's going to be okay. I think they're coming around. Their power play is starting to get their act together. I think that's all good. So I'm buying the fact that in 1 week to another week, you can be in first or last place in the Eastern Conference. I think it's going to be a battle the whole time, till the end of the season, on who makes it and who doesn't make it. But I think the Leafs are on the right track now.
All right, let's get to their captain specifically. Austin Matthews had Leaf fans really worried for most of the first half. But 6 goals, 10 points in his last 4 games. Have you seen enough from him to believe that he's back to his old form?
Well, I really do think he's shooting the puck better. He's shooting it. There's velocity coming off his stick. There's quickness coming off his stick. And again, he's another one. When you seen him score, especially when he got that hat trick, there was a smile on his face from ear to ear. It looks like he's really engaged. Where I couldn't say that for a couple weeks previous to that. So I think he's back. And listen, superstars and stars, they go in stretches where they don't get a lot of goals, and then the next thing you know, they get 10 goals in 5 games. Austin is like that, and he's going to continue. He's going to be an elite scorer. I think he's back to stay. I think his line is really gelling right now, which is really important. And if that continues to happen, he will be good, and he will stay good.
What about Willie Nylander? He was placed on the IR today, but the team says it's just a roster move, and he actually skated today. They haven't lost in 4 games in regulation during the stretch that he's missed. As a former coach in this league, how important was it for the team to be able to do what they did without him in the lineup?
Well, I think it really is important, because then no matter who gets injured or who is out of the lineup, you can still convince the team that they're still able to win. But believe me, there's not a Leaf player, or there's not a Leaf coach or management that doesn't want William Nylander in the lineup. He's a dangerous, dangerous player when he's going. And if you get Austin Matthews playing the way he's playing right now, and William Nylander comes back into the lineup and he plays the way he can play, I think the Leafs are going to really be a dangerous team for the second half of the season.
What about Morgan Rielly? He isn't even halfway through his 8-year deal. He's on the books for $7.5 million a year until the end of the 2030 season. If you were his head coach, what would be the message to a player who clearly has better days behind him?
Well, it's hard with the messages. He's had a lot of coaches, a lot of good coaches that have probably given him the same message. Like offensively, he is great at jumping into the rush. He is great being the 4th man. He's just got to get better, or at least focus a little bit more on his defensive play, his turning to the outside, his turning to the inside, eliminating the guy in the front of the net. But I'm sure that I'm not the first one that's ever said that. He's had all these great coaches, and they haven't really gotten through to him. I'm thinking somehow somebody's got to get through to him to play better defensively, because if he plays better defensively, his offensive prowess will take care of itself. That's all we're worried about, is play better defensively so we can trust you in every situation, Morgan.
To your point, Rielly is a team worst -15, but he's also on pace for 52 points, which tops all D-men on the team.